Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here again. We're going to take another look at Mana just as a quick update. I get a lot of requests for this one, so we'll check that out, of course. And if you're just joining me here, new to the channel, thank you so much, first of all. But just know I'm not a financial advisor. I've just been trading for a very long time, over 15 years. My goal is to help you become more of an effective trader. I have a trading community, link in the description below for that. In case you're interested in becoming a better trader, you can walk alongside the trades that I take. I send out signals for every single trade that I take, and that is fully automated through Cornix. Now take a look here at Mana. One thing to preface with here is I've already thrown some stuff up here already just based on previous analysis, right? So we got the Fibonacci retracement lines. And I also noticed too that we are kind of working ourselves into this pennant pattern. Now it could very well be just a slow, delayed, version of a descending wedge pattern, but the fact that we are making, somewhat higher highs is okay. That's basically just kind of contradicts that. I wouldn't say there's a higher high specifically, but the bottom line here is that this low is a lot higher than the previous low, right? So that is important. But technically we are making lower highs, right? So these highs are not getting any higher, but you got to consider this one too, right? So for lack of better terms, that's all kind of null and void. That doesn't matter. That's kind of contradictory information. What it's doing now though is essentially working itself into a type of a pennant pattern. And if you're new to just say pennant patterns, you can take a look here and see it should look something like this. So it's pennant continuation bullish, right? So we're always bullish, and for lack of better terms, we got the pattern here coming up and kind of working itself into a channel, okay? So the likelihood of it breaking out to the upside, I think, is much higher than down. However, it's still a little too early to tell because if the price just starts to shift in a downward fashion and starts to make lower highs and lower lows, then it's a different story, and we might see a descending wedge pattern which would break out to the downside. All right, so there's two different scenarios. Obviously, one breaks up, the other one breaks down. So I know that's not exactly what you're looking for because obviously it would be nice to know what direction specifically. However, it's just a little premature to tell right now, if that makes any sense. But what we can do is just at least confirm support and resistance zones, okay? Now, great news is this Fibonacci that I drew from just yesterday, I think it was, is also reaffirming itself too, right? So we can see that's kind of a little bit of a resistance zone here for the last 5 hours, as well as the fact that we've had this resistance line up here as well that I also drew already. So let's just go ahead and pull this off here so we can kind of see what's going on a little bit better. You can kind of tell that overall, it's pretty much working right within the two channels, right? It's either the upper channel or the lower channel. Spending more time in the lower channel here, so in that sense, I would say that the support channel is 255, upwards of a resistance of about 312. So that's kind of the range that it's in right now. But if we just we remove these diagonals here, that's roughly what it looks like for the moment, where we might see a continuation to the upside. Again, higher highs and higher lows will be beneficial. If we see that, then we're looking as a very positive to be able to get it, to go up, right? So we got those highs, we get some highs up there as well. We'll be in much better shape. Okay, let's take a quick look here at Ichimoku cloud. We're still under the cloud. Not that doesn't necessarily concern me, but it basically just means that we don't want to take entry yet. The main reason why, and look at this, it's kind of hovering right at the same line of this support level. So if all goes well, the price will start to progress and kind of hang out right above here. And then at that point, we can likely see a continuation to the upside, kind of riding the cloud up, if that makes any sense. Because the general rule of thumb, if you're not familiar with the Ichimoku cloud, is that when the price is below, sell signal, buy signal is right above, right? So for lack of better terms, not like you have to necessarily sell right now because it's below. It just means that it may not be a good consideration to add to your position until you actually have confirmation above a support level, which is what we're waiting for. We keep testing this resistance line and it's not breaking yet. It broke previously, but we've been stuck under it for the last 8 hours. So that's not good nor bad, right? This just kind of is what it is. Let's quickly peek at the simple moving averages. Okay, nothing really to note there, so far away. We're good on that one. But back to the 1 hour, the only thing else I want to kind of note is that TD sequential, we should be seeing some resets here. Yeah, so for lack of better terms, we really have no other, really anything else we can disseminate minus the simple fact that we do have a likely pennant pattern, and I think there's a strong chance that we'll probably see either a break up or a breakdown. Again, I know it's not exactly what we're looking for, but generally speaking, it is what it is, right? So just kind of working itself into a tighter channel, which typically breaks to the upside based on its origination, right? I think that's more likely than not. But again, pay attention. If the price does decrease, it starts to kind of do one of these, and it starts hovering closer to the support level here, then you can expect a breakout to the downside. Essentially a breakdown. That wouldn't be ideal, but it's just the way that it goes, right? So just something to consider. That's big picture here for Mana. And as far as big picture, let's just go with the one last hypothetical. Say the price were to break out, right? And we get that big continuation to the upside. Then better case scenario, what we're looking at here is right around $7.93. Wow, I never thought I'd ever say that for Mana, considering it was like 15, 20 cents for the longest time earlier this year. So regardless of that fact, $7.93, you can round number, just say $8 would be probably the best case scenario by end of November. If we have a nice long consolidation period here, resting at support and then breaking out to the upside eventually. I would like it to not break out strong right now. I want it to go sideways for some time and kind of relax before it legs up again, because then it'll actually get where we need it to go, right? It won't get to $8 if it tries to shoot there right now. It hasn't rested enough. It needs to relax and calm down and find a good place first. So hopefully you found benefit here. If you do, like and subscribe. Feel free to check out my other videos, and obviously all the social media stuff, feel free to reach out through there as well. But more importantly, check out my Patreon community, really cool group of folks there. We're all learning and growing together, and it's a really, really awesome situation. I have so many awesome people that I've met through that. It's just amazing, right? So thank you to my current patrons for requesting that I cover this, and we'll look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.